Hello, this is the Justin. I'm back. It's been a while. Why don't you have a seat? Let's talk. Let's chat. How's it going? How are the kids? Really? Okay. It is November. I don't know the exact date, but where I am, it's pretty late. And I just have to do this video. I can't sleep. And I'm just online on YouTube as usual. And just the air of the gaming landscape on YouTube is thick with hatred, with anger. I mean, these kids are angry, you know. They're pissed off, right? And the reason why is because there is a battle brewing and being fought vigorously. MW3 versus BF3. For those of you who aren't in the know, Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3. Now, I'm not going to use this video to give my unbiased opinion of either games, but what I am going to do is use that as a launching pad onto a bit of a bigger problem, and that is the sheer and utter idiocy that just permeates throughout the entire atmosphere when two fanboys meet. Like it's ridiculous. Like you get a COD fanboy and you get a Battlefield fanboy, and these kids go at it. But in this particular battle, there was an initiator. It was Battlefield. Oh yeah, it was DICE. Yep. And here goes the thing. I mean, their entire, Battlefield and Call of Duty have been mirroring and been racing for years. Call of Duty has just been a slight step or two ahead, right? And when Call of Duty went over to consoles, it was no real threat to Battlefield anymore, because Battlefield's main landscape is PC, although they do have, they have had console games. But I mean, these guys Battlefield's kind of been that kid in the back of the class, right? Who says something funny every once in a while, who's only had about 2 girlfriends all year, right? And summer vacation's over. Comes back, got new clothes, looking good, walking down the hallway. All of a sudden, all the chicks are around him. You're like, wow, man, what happened? This kid hit puberty over the summer? And then you got Modern Warfare. You got the jock walking down the hallway, right? He's got his clique, his chicks walking with him. These kids are walking at a very accelerated rate down the hallway, getting closer and closer and closer. When you go up against an immovable object and when you're an unstoppable force, something's gonna happen. My theory: laser cats. But we're not gonna get into that. So here goes the thing. Battlefield came out the gate aimed and ready at Call of Duty. Their slogan, their catch is "Be above the call." The call of what? Grandma telling you it's time to turn off those video games and read a good book? No. Time to be above the call of the duty. The number 2. The big one. The brown. Okay. That's fine. I'm all for a bunch of, I'm all for, friendly, little jab and jesting, but the fans just took this way too serious. I mean, the Battlefield 3 fans are very, very fervently beating the crap, not literally, but figuratively, out of the Modern Warfare community. And then this is, crazy, because Modern Warfare was the game to run to when everyone was hating Halo, and since now Halo is in college and has made something of itself and just as successful as it was years ago in high school, Modern Warfare is kind of like the top dog now. And so now people are looking to knock him off, you know. And so they're running over here to Battlefield 3. But the thing is that people got their facts all mixed up. They got their facts all messed up and contorted and despicable and all the plebeians. Right? These guys aren't looking at the facts. All they're looking at is that new Frostbite engine, which is very sexy. I will even say it. The Frostbite 3 engine, that thing looks sick. It's one of the best looking games I've seen ever. You know? But that's not, but you don't use that as your entire basis for a reason why one game is better than another. You know, I mean, you can't use that for the entire argument. You can't put two games next to each other when one obviously looks better. Don't even put the controls in the viewer's hand and just say, hey, look, you know. Of course people are going to flock to Battlefield 3. I'll tell you this, alright? Best Buy. Best Buy has two giant Sony Blu-ray screens. Let's say 72 inches. Two 70-inch Blu-ray screens. You're playing The Way We Were on one screen with Babs, my girl Barbara Streisand, and Robert Redford, right? And then you got freaking Avatar on another screen. Okay. Now, I realized I should have picked a movie that was somewhere around the time of The Way We Were, but I'm trying to be over the top because this is what it's like. You got Avatar on one screen, you got Barbara Streisand on the other. Of course, more people are gonna look at Avatar. It's more visually captivating. Ooh, look at this, Avatar. Of course. Or you know what? I'm not gonna put Battlefield on Avatar. Starship Troopers. You got The Way We Were in Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers. Oh yeah, hey, look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, but they, you know, I mean, that's a cult classic, but you know, it's not really the best movie. You know what I'm saying? So you can't base an entire argument off of visuals. You can't. Even though we're paying $60 for a video game, and I know we're in a recession, and I know that you can feel every single dollar leaving your pocket now more than ever. But it has to be more than one reason. And everybody is throwing and mudslinging all this crap around how Infinity Ward is releasing the same game again. It's Modern Warfare 2.5. They could have released it as a DLC. Why didn't they release it as a DLC? I just don't get it. It's the same game. It's not the same game. No one ever talks to Ubisoft. I mean, how many freaking Assassin's Creed are we gonna get? How many Assassin's Creed stories can you tell? I mean, it feels like it's 5 or 6 a year. No one says anything about that. Oh, you know why? Because it does just enough good to get the pat on the back. You know, the good critics, the good Metacritic scores. You know, the fans love it, and you know, for it to go away, you know, and just have that hardcore fan base, and no one cares. No one gives a crap. Same thing with Mass Effect. Right? You know, I mean, it's pretty much the same game running on the same system. They've just made, you know, minor improvements. You know, I mean, same thing with COD. And the thing about COD that people don't realize, COD has a cycle. Right? They have about 2 games where they use the same engine and they upgrade. 2 games where they have the same engine and they upgrade. Okay. So, I mean, the next 2 games should look exponentially better. Alright, for all those of you out there who only care about what it looks like and what it plays like, I mean, half of the people out there who say that it's the same game haven't even played it. It is a refined experience. It isn't the same exact thing. You know, and it kind of, it's the same thing with, you know, just on another game really quickly, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, I know that Capcom is, now those are some money whores. Now, Capcom really, they need to stop it because they do this way too much. I mean, it was kind of acceptable back in the, you know, in the early generations with Nintendo and Sega, you know, where you kind of didn't have the feasible technology to really do what you wanted to the best of your capabilities in the way that you wanted the first time. So you put it out there nice and polished, and then, you know, about a year later you come back and say, okay, look, this is what we really want to do, right? And then your sequel comes out months after that, and then you make money. But you know, back then, I mean, when games cost $15, $20, that's nothing. I mean, and then you get a used one or you get a bargain bin title. Funko Land, anybody? Come on, you get that crap for like $5, dude. It didn't matter. But now what Capcom is doing, I mean, these dudes are just ripping you off. Now I feel like really okay, people are mad at Capcom, so that's warranted, But I think they did a good job with only making Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 $30. So that was good. Let's hope that let's pray that they stick to that. But alright, guys, it's gonna be all from me on the whole raging gaming commentary, and I just want to say this is just this last thing, you know. I mean, if you're gonna rage, make sure you rage right. Make sure you rage with facts and love. See, I have this thing called the Lex Luthor complex, and I'm gonna explain it to you. I cannot hate anything that I do not surround myself with. So I can hate it from a loving standpoint and then destroy it from within. Think about it.